Hello, gals, guys, or otherwise. This is Rich, and today is Table Talk Thursday. So, as I mentioned in my year of content video, I had to remember. Jelly, you are just being so up in my grill today. Um, she has her little kitty condo. It's right next to my lap, and she wants to sit on my lap. And I'm trying to explain to her that Daddy has to film. And she's not really getting that. And then she lays down. Okay, so prove me a liar. And now I have an itchy nose. So anyway, today is Table Talk Thursday. I have my little Table Talk cubes, or my little Table Talk cube with table topics. So as I explained in my year of content video, I'm going to go through this. If I can take this off. I have already picked today's topic. It is, come on, there we go. We can throw away the cover. I wanted to keep this cover just so I could put it back on there and tell you guys where you can find one of these. Maybe I'll go ahead and put a link in the bottom bar, to this. It's probably on Amazon, I would assume, but cool little cube. It's like a little plastic cube here. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and take out today's topic. And the backs of the cards are kind of nice. I mean, hard cardboard and whatnot. But anyway, this isn't a review of this little table topics cube. Anyway, today's topic is, would you loan money to a friend or family member in need? Okay, this is a complicated one for me. Because while I do like to help people out, yeah, my family is problematic at best. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and break this down. I've already actually written this out, so I didn't miss any pieces, but I'm kind of going off of memory because I didn't want to miss anything. Anyway, I would like to think that I would help out a family member in need if they are truly in need. However, I don't talk to much of my family anymore, and this is just a little conversation we're having here, just a little vlog conversation. So sit back, grab yourself a cup of coffee, cup of tea, what have you, and we're gonna go into this. Yes, okay, now you can lay on my lap. Go ahead. Anyway, I would like to think that I would help them out if they were truly in need. However, my family is kind of toxic, kind of problematic to be around, and don't really acknowledge my existence most days. Okay, if you're gonna lay on my lap, you can't bump the mic. Stop it. Okay, sorry about that. So anyway, my family is problematic, toxic on the best days, and they don't really acknowledge my existence anymore. Going back to 2006, whenever I first came in the military, I was like the person that would contact everybody in the family. And I would see how they're doing, how everything's going, make sure everybody's doing okay, all that stuff. And after like a year or two of keeping regular contact with everybody, I found out nobody ever calls me. Um, so I did an experiment. I said, okay, let's see how long I can go without calling everybody and see if anybody wonders about me. And no, nobody ever did. So it was about 2008 time frame ish. So I kind of just slowly ghosted my own family in a way. And like it's gotten to a point where a lot of my family doesn't even have my phone number. My phone number hasn't changed since 2006, and I have family members that I've called and they don't recognize the number. It's like, come on, people. My number hasn't changed in what now? Almost 13 years as of I think April. My number hasn't changed. So, yeah, if you don't have my number, then you obviously don't care that much to keep it around or to keep it in your phone that, you know, you are able to call me. I've, after coming back from Korea, I've gone to my own grandmother's house and she didn't recognize me. And whenever I sat down with her, she didn't really talk to me. She didn't really inquire about, what I've been up to, you know, if I was seeing anybody, how anything was going, nothing. So that was in, trying to think, 2017. So yeah, that was a little heartbreaking. My grandmother is still around. And I'm lucky to have her around, but she doesn't really. She never calls me, never writes. Um, doesn't really show any interest in knowing her own grandson. So it is what it is. My aunt and uncle that I lived with, uh, whenever, like, right before I came into the military, uh, whenever I called them, they didn't have my number in their phone. No clue who it was that was calling them. I have a Texas number because I got it whenever I was in basic training. And they didn't recognize the number because they didn't have it saved in the phone. And not only that, whenever I went to their house and knocked on the door, they had, again, no clue who I was. I had to spend like 2 minutes, literally like a minute or two, just, telling them who I am and waiting for it to actually register. So, yeah, not a comforting thing whenever they don't care that much to keep in contact with you. I've never asked family members for money. I've always, kept that to myself. I haven't even asked my mother for money since I've been in the military, and even since I've gotten out of the military. My house has almost been foreclosed on. Luckily now everything's all figured out and corrected and whatnot. So yeah, I've almost ended up being homeless and still didn't ask anybody for money. Never have, and I don't think I ever will. So my stance on if I would give money to a family or friend in need is that, they don't have any interest in contacting me. So why should I be there to save them from a situation whenever they don't really care about me? It's that they would make the money the only reason why they care to contact me. So yeah, I don't think I would give money to a family member in need. A friend in need, depending on the friend, like my friend Kelly, who I think occasionally watches these videos, like very rarely if I mention it to her and she happens upon it, will watch these videos. If she asked me for money and she was really in a bind and whatnot, which she has been in the past, and still hasn't asked for money, if she asked me, I would bend over backwards to find a way to finance her. If I've had friends that were also business partners, and I've given money to them before, and then it ended up that I never got paid back. I've loaned out money to countless people and never been paid back. And it was on the condition that this is a loan, not a handout freebie. Uh, so yeah, I am very apprehensive whenever it comes to money, especially after a couple years ago, whenever or a year and a half ago, or actually a little over a year ago now, whenever I was looking at actually losing the house, I am a little bit more stringent on my finances and my financial situation, making sure I watch that like a hawk and that I have, plans for everything. So I am very eagle-eyed on my finances and whatnot, at least now. I'm not rolling in cash. You may see a lot of nice things behind me, but let's be honest, most of these things I find for very, very, very cheap. Um, so yeah, I get them very cheap. I, you know, I have some good quality things that I didn't pay a lot of money for. Put it that way. So as far as giving out money, not really my thing. Investing in people, depending on what the investment is for. If you have a plan or something like that that you want to bring to me, maybe I'll, you know, throw a few bucks to invest in it on the condition of a return of investment. Um, but even that, I don't have many people asking me to invest in them. So, yeah, it all depends on what it is and whatnot. Sound investments I will make, but whenever it comes to, you know, doing it for family and friends, not really, because many of them either don't call me, they don't acknowledge my existence, and when they do, it's not for money. Whenever my friends call me, it's mainly to just catch up and see how everything has been going. Um, I've never been asked for money from them, and as far as family, they don't call really at all. So there's no real caring there that they would actually care to even contact me or to be involved in my life. So, a deep cutting question. Um, yeah, so that's basically my video and for Table Talk Thursdays, a nice little quick video, kind of to the point. Um, Again, not really going to edit this down that much and just gonna try to keep this casual. So, anyway, go ahead and post your answer to the question. Would you give money to family or friends in need? You know, how close are you to your family? Are you a tight-knit group, or have you guys kind of gone to the four quarters corners of the earth there and not really kept in contact, especially if you've been moved out for a while? I've been moved out of Pennsylvania itself for, let's see, since 2006, so almost 15 years, and yeah, haven't had much interest from family or friends, to even contact me. There are some friends from high school that I still do keep in contact with, and I don't want to say that I don't keep in contact with any of them, because I do. But yeah, that's kind of my story, and that's kind of the point of the Table Talk Thursday videos is to, you know, you get to know me a little bit more, I get to know about you a little bit more, and maybe have a little discussion around a little topic here, a little question. Real kind of laid backness. Okay, so anyway, that's all that I have for this Thursday's Table Talk Thursday. Tomorrow is Friday, so I will have off. I'm still trying to remember the schedule that I set up So tomorrow being Friday, I have the day off, and Saturday we are back with a chapter 2 on the Inner Temple of Witchcraft. So do go ahead and join me on that if you are taking part of that book club series. And yeah, I'll see you guys then. Until next time, may you have love, hugs, and ladybugs. Bye bye.